Well, hi Cancers, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your eye reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them again a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Cancers, let's find out, what can you expect? There you are, right there as the Queen of Cups, male or female. Okay, so the overall energy of this reading is the Justice card. This is the card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, the energy of this card surrounds the entire reading, and that is keeping your scales balanced and staying in self-protection mode. So it's like you don't want anybody to upset this good place you're at right now in your life. And so you are in self-protection. This is a sort of truth and clarity. So you're always seeking it. And you have become balanced. There has been something in your past that's thrown you off balance for this Justice card to come out. So you are balanced. You are in self-protection mode, seeking truth and clarity. It's like self-justice. And you are holding yourself there. So in your highest energy, these are the two highest energy cards, the Justice card and the Eight of Pentacles. So in your highest energy is you're focusing on you and your stability, your security, your groundedness, really focusing on making more and more and more pentacles. So like focusing on your work, focusing on improving maybe equity in a home, or there's lots of ways to focus on your security and stability and your groundedness, and that is where your mind is at right now. So keeping your scales balanced, doing your best not to let anything come in to upset that balance, so you can keep focusing on your goals, on what you want to achieve. This Eight of Pentacles is next to the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I think something has happened. I think somebody has walked out of your life, or you have walked out of theirs, one of the two. So now, they left you feeling this kind of energy. The Five of Pentacles, which is kind of like abandoned or disregarded, left out in the cold, alone. But it's right above the Justice card, which surrounds the entire reading. So this is what I think you become balanced over now. You're like, well, I'm going to put being on my own to my best abilities here, and work on myself, work on building life for myself for better. And that's what I'm going to focus on. And you become balanced. And it was all because either you or them walked away from a relationship, because cups are love. So it means that it just didn't work out, and I just see you walking away or turning your back on it. So getting that behind you, you're moving into this energy here of really focusing on you and your own security and stability. You're going to have a lot of success. This is a card, the Six of Wands, under the Eight of Pentacles, next to the Justice card, of success. These are people celebrating your successes. So all this work that you're putting into yourself is going to be successful. You are going to be successful at it. On the other side of the Justice card now, we have the Devil. This is the card for Capricorn, only because of the ram's horns, not toxic energy, okay? The ram's horns, this is why this is their card. But it's the energies, Capricorn might be in your chart, might be in somebody else's chart around this reading, but the energies associated with this card is toxic. So that's what's most important in reading this card. Goodbye, walking away from it, leaving the toxic energy behind. So there was something toxic going on in your life. You're definitely turning your back on it, leaving it behind, and working on you and what you need and what you want from life in your own security, your own stability. Under the Six of Wands, the card for success. This is good success. People are going to notice what you're doing for yourself. The Queen of Cups. So this is your card So what this is telling me, Cancers, is that you are focused. It's like you walked away from love, but you still have questions about it. All right. You also being below the Six of Wands, you might have been an engagement or some type of committed relationship that you left behind or turned your back on. In order to get balanced, in order to build your success over here. So this is the only card in the deck that has a cup with a lid on it. There's little windows around that cup. And male or female, what this Queen of Cups is trying to do, Cancers, this is your card because you're a water sign. And we are reading for you. But this card, you could have Pisces or Scorpio also in your chart or around this reading, or another Cancer. But you're trying to peek in those windows because you have questions about love. You're like, is there somebody, I don't know what your questions are exactly, like, is there somebody out there for me? What are they going to look like? What's it going to feel like? Does love really exist? I mean, there could be any number of questions, but inside that cup are the answers, and that is kind of, what you have on your mind. So you have two things on your mind. Is love going to come in for you? Real love? And working on yourself and your own security. So next to the Queen of Cups here is the Lovers. Oh, and this is under the Justice card. Okay, you're going to keep your balance. You are set on, in your mind, you will seek truth, you will seek clarity. You do not want to get into another relationship that has any toxicity with it, that you're going to have to turn away from. You just don't want to go through that again. So your sword is up, and you will seek truth, and you will seek clarity, and you're going to hold those scales as balanced as you possibly can. The Lovers come in. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading, but most important, this is a divine soulmate relationship. Look, guardian angels and spirit guides there looking over you and someone else. So I think they're trying to bring somebody in for you. And whoever they're bringing in for you, you've been lovers before in another life. Wow. Wondering about the love? And right on the back side, I don't think you're going to see it coming because you're not looking that way. You're just kind of like, will this ever happen for me? And you got questions. And then there's somebody here. There's somebody coming in who is a divine soulmate, was a lover in another life, at least one other life. And they're coming in. This can be a twin flame. I could throw that out there, but it's definitely a soulmate. It's right next to the Queen of Wands. They might be a fire sign. They might be a water sign. These are mites. Fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Now, might be strong in your chart. Might be strong in somebody else's chart. This is fresh starts and new beginnings. They might have a love of nature. You might have a love of nature with the flower and the cat, male or female. But they're holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. Under goodbye toxic energy, and here's a fresh start in love. Somebody coming in. I don't know if you're going to see them coming. It's like they just show up. Perhaps it's while you're doing your work. Let me take out more cards for this reading. Take out the second half. Answers, please. What else do they need to know? Definitely looking at those pentacles. Oh, the King of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Swords. This is, it's like you cut out, it's like rushing, that's a sword of truth and clarity, which you have your sword up here too. And this is, it's like rushing, and it's rushing right towards that of Cups. It's like cutting out what doesn't serve you in your life. And that's basically, the energy that you either are in or getting yourself into so that you can move forward on your own, accomplish things on your own. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles here on the back side of the Knight of Swords. This is why. I think there was somebody in your life you left behind. They just weren't presenting a pentacle. This is the security and stability here. The Knight of Pentacles, this is the slowest moving card in the whole deck. The Knight, oh God, of Pentacles. See that horse? It looks like it's standing still. There is one foot in front of the other, barely. Slow, so slow. It never even happened this lifetime. Excuse me. So, that's why you decided that you're going to look at your own pentacle. You're going to build your own pentacles. This is like a bright idea that you had, like, I can do this on my own. I don't have to. Perhaps they were even holding you back. That's how I feel. So the Page of Pentacles, really examining and looking at that pentacle. And this one is like, you know, where is it? It's never coming in. I don't see it. I don't feel it, you know. And the Page of Pentacles is really, has their eye on this pentacle. And this is you. This is your energy. And it starts with that in your energy. And you take that focusing, this idea of building your own pentacles, and you do it. Under the Knight of Swords is the Death card. This is the card for Scorpio. Scorpio might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading. But more importantly, this is leaving the old energy, this toxic energy behind, and moving forward. It's like ringing out the old year, ringing in the new year, and that's exactly what you're doing. Right under the Knight of Pentacles, and what you're leaving behind here is a Six of Pentacles. So because this Knight of Pentacles was never showing up or never coming forward, all you were receiving is breadcrumbs from this relationship. That's why you had to leave it behind. So that through, like I said, your scales had to be thrown off balance, and they were by this other relationship. Just getting breadcrumbed. You're moving forward from that. You're leaving it behind. Also, it looks like they were running in and out of your life, that they kind of took this relationship for granted in a way, just kind of playing with this relationship, not taking it seriously. With the Knight of Wands, this is a really flighty energy, male or female. That's why you get breadcrumbs. That's why this pentacle never came in. So under this Death card is the King of Cups. Moving forward, it really could be another water sign, you know, that's coming in, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, because we have the Queen of Cups here, male or female. King of Cups is male or female. Holding that cup of love, waiting for someone to hand it out to. I feel like this is, it really might be, it's really kind of leaning toward twin flame, but I'm just going to say soulmate at this point. There's a couple other cards that could confirm it for me that aren't here, so I'm really not sure. It doesn't matter. This King of Cups has a huge cup of love, and I think this is who's coming in may have water in their chart also, like I say, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. They're not one to easily hand out that cup of love, but when the right person comes along, they will. The Tower moment is right next to the King of Cups, but it's under this Six of Pentacles. So you're blowing up this Peanuts energy, and I think they've been through it too. I think they've been through a relationship that has blown up on them. So whoever's coming forward, it's almost like the universe is like blowing up relationships to bring you two together. I'm surprised I don't see Temperance here, but I don't. Maybe I'd take one more card. But it feels like since this is so close to that King of Cups and it's under this energy of being breadcrumb, they've been through the same things. And they're coming in, and that's why I feel like they probably are twin flame. I have the Seven of Pentacles under the Knight of Wands next to the Tower card. So this is waiting. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Ho-hum, ho-drum. For a relationship to come to fruition. For it to become grounded, secure, and stable. I feel like they were going through this, and I also feel like you were going through this with that Knight of Wands energy. And that's why you had to leave it. That's why you had to turn your back on it. No matter who walked away. I don't know how it came to be, but it did. And so you, friend, are working on yourself, focusing on yourself. You have little questions about, is there anybody else out there for you? Yes! It's right here, the Lovers. And boy, with a wand of fresh starts and new beginnings, whoever's coming in has a big cup of love, and I think they're going to be willing to share it with you at the Queen and King of Cups. And I feel like you're both getting what you've been waiting for with this Seven of Pentacles right here. I'm taking out another card. It's the Three of Wands. The waiting, watching, and wondering card. Waiting for your ship to come in. There's 3 ships out there. And so that's what this card is about. Hanging on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here. Looking out over the world. Waiting for your ship to come in. Now that's kind of what you're doing here with the Queen of Cups. With those love questions about, is there somebody out there for me? So you're just kind of focusing and working and waiting for something to happen or transpire, you know. And so this card falls right here. This is right. So you walking away, turning your back on this relationship, looking out elsewhere for someone else, and this cutting out of this relationship. It just puts you in this place of waiting for your ship to come in. But look, your ship is coming in. I don't know. These readings don't usually go past 6 months. That's like tops. It could be happening anytime. You might just be in the beginning processes of this story here, but things are going to change. Somebody's coming in, and I think they're going through the same things you are. Seriously. So, wow, Cancers, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.